I think it's one of the most important issues we face.
It affects everything.
Abortions,
cloning, euthanasia,
assisted suicide,
stem cell research,
eugenics. When do we have value?
Who decides?
Is it influenced by age, race, or ability?
Who is a person?
Personhood, the recognition that all human life is precious, that every person has the right to life, from their earliest biological creation to natural death.
Personhood is about the foundation of our belief in the dignity of human life. And it's a look at what makes us human, what it means to be human, what rights all human beings should have.
Personhood is the advancement of the Christian doctrinal position of Imago Dei, the image of God in man. It's where we ask government to recognize what God has already done, which is create an inalienable right to life for all innocent humans from their earliest biological beginning through natural death.
We respect people for the simple fact that they're human beings. We don't respect a person, we don't take somebody's rights away because they're less intelligent than we are, or because they're not as good an athlete as we are.
Part of the beauty of personhood is that there are no exceptions. You wouldn't say that a child like me who was conceived in rape isn't a person. So why should we say that an unborn child who is conceived in rape is not a person?
It was during the infamous Roe v. Wade case of 1973 that the Supreme Court failed to recognize the personhood of the unborn child.
One of the important factors that has to be considered in this case is what rights, if any, does the unborn fetus have?
That's correct.
If it were established that an unborn fetus is a person within the protection of the 14th Amendment, you would have almost an impossible case here, would you not?
I would have a very difficult
case. You certainly would, because you'd have the same kind of thing. You'd have to say that...
Most people in today's pro-life movement don't realize that the personhood argument is not new. It grew out of the discussion at the Supreme Court level in the 70s, in the Roe versus Wade case, where personhood was central to the argument of what is the fetus.
That indicates the importance of what was done in 1973, which was to separate the human being from the human person. Once you do that, it's just a question of what group you want to divest of their rights. And so, in a way, we became myopic in the pro-life movement in our vision by addressing just the issue of abortion, and we forgot about the root cause of what opened this Pandora's box, and that was the issue of personhood.
With the emerging technologies, we can no longer afford to focus on the single issue of abortion. We have destructive stem cell research, we have cloning, we have human-animal hybrids, we have the complete transformation of the human genome into something other. These are dialogues and debates that we as the pro-life movement should be engaged in.
Personhood USA is leading a new movement which is using education, legislation, and political action to demand a change and hopefully to spearhead a cultural shift, a new paradigm, a revival in American culture where we turn away from a culture of death and embrace a culture of life.
When you get involved, you can be a hero to others whose lives that you don't even know of their exact existence, but you can still recognize that theirs are lives worth saving.
It's not a day for us to hold back, not a day for us to hunker down. Today is the day for us to advance the message, and upholding the value of every person.
I am a 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 person.
Advancing personhood, the paramount right to life.